Good evening, employees of the One Azrael entertainment industries. I am your new chairman, Jake Asgul. Thank you for this announcement. By all means, welcome for this currently yearly assessment of our company values and stocks and of similar objects. I am here to announce a few changes coming up in the year of 2026. I guess I should welcome myself. And then we can address a few of the quite important points in today's meeting. Chairman of the One Azrael Entertainment Industries wishes to address these issues. From now on, there is no uncle, no Azzy, no nothing, only chairman. You are to address me as chairman of our company, since the previous owner has liquidated their entire assets with me taking over. Due to the recent budget cuts, I will have to be the broadcaster, the chairman himself. Failure to comply with this rule you met with verbal correction, also known as yelling. Good evening, employee Wolf. Also, do not forget to zealously work for the company's good, dear members. We're going to talk about me now, the most important thing in this company after all. I want to address the first thing that is the program of today's show. We'll begin with our presentation about assessments and incomes of our company. Afterwards, we'll be reaching our Q&A section, in which I have around 12 questions that the new chairman, will have to answer. Because I'm a big fan of singing.
Counter the enemy requesting backup.
Welcome, Madam Luna. We're starting our own presentation about our company's future. I hope not to get interrupted by my employees. After all, nervously, I gotta say, between us, my closest employees, I am quite nervous about this. I actually never tried being an idol. All I did was always looking at stocks and yelling at people. This is a new change for me. Antaga, sukite, sukite. Moving on. I'm Jake Asgul, the acting chairman of the One Azrael Entertainment Industries. Due to the recent budget cuts, the chairman has decided to become an idol himself. We do not mention his other business ventures on broadcast. Failure to comply with that will be met with actions. My name is Asgul. I give you a pronunciation, you have to pronounce it correctly. Mispronouncing my name will result in me yelling at you. Or maybe worse, I could put you in concrete shoes. Enforcers should comply. My nicknames are Chairman or Aza to friends. Enforcer Caneview. The only reason I'm not putting you in concrete shoes is that after I fish you out, I'll have to give your gun back. And we need our guns. Well, my birthday is on February 14th. Wait, who put that heart here? I have to comply with HR later. I did not do this. I'll correct this later. My age is classified. I will not tell you my age. My height is 184 centimeters, exactly 6 feet, just like you would dream. My job is a company CEO. Always been. Bio. A devilishly charming entrepreneur granted a second chance at life by redacted. On one condition. Build the greatest entertainment empire in history, or be dragged back to hell. There's 6 of them, Mr. Party Guy. Let's talk about my likes and dislikes.
Mr. Chairman, the president of Osaka Enterprises contacted us directly.
Huh?
He's interested in an expedited advertising collaboration.
Say I'll text her back, okay? Please, secretary, later. Anyway, moving on to our likes and dislikes. My things I like as Chairman Asgul are, history and archaeology. I love history books and reading a ton of them. In fact, while being in these lands, I quite enjoy. My other quite big weakness is mafia movies. I don't know why, I just love to see, the toughest criminal man going at it. Obscure metal music is one of my few very, very special interests recently. Oh, how I can talk about hours upon hours about wonderful bands that are coming up in these days. I also love karaoke in my free time. Maybe it's because I'm in the center of the attention and, I love attention. I love artisanal coffee. In fact, I'm having coffee as I speak right now. My beloved secretary makes me a cup every single hour. Otherwise, I would probably fall asleep when working for 20 hours a day. In the evening, I like to wind down with whiskey. It kind of reminds me of routine of, Prime Minister Churchill back in my day. Man was quite a heavy drinker. A whole liter bottle of whiskey every day. He started his morning with a cigar and a glass of whiskey for sure. I also like cigars. Not as much anymore, because they don't make them as good as they used to. I also quite enjoy cooking. I know it's such an unmanly hobby for like my era's times, but you know, we go with modern times, and I like to show off my skills at the grill when meeting up with the royals. I also like very large old computer RPGs. There is a very high distinction. The modern ones don't scratch an itch like me. Maybe it shows my age, but the old 90s games are quite amazing. I also love the role-playing games of past. When we throw, it's quite an amazing game that I found out about here in 2026. You throw a dice and then you pretend to be someone you're not. Amazing, amazing. I wish to address the things I don't like. First is sweets. Cake, candy, disgusting. It will all keep me out of my peak shape. As a company CEO, I need to be at peak physical health to lead the company. That also makes me skip bread. The one strong weakness of our chairman is that, well, he does not eat bread. The bread hurts him. Whiskey chocolates, not a fan personally. No candy, no. I'm quite afraid of hospital beds and hospitals. Just make me cringe on thinking about laying down in a hospital bed again. My sense of scent is also equally sensitive. Makes me hate fragrances. I always tell my ladies to not wear perfume when meeting me. I also just like play my jazz quietly. I don't like noise and people talking in the menu combined voices. When you speak to your chairman, it's one voice at a time, or there will be consequences. I also don't like sarcasm. In fact, my strange head struggles to understand it. I prefer if I'm spoke to directly about what you feel and what you think. And if I don't like what you think, off you go with concrete shoes. I don't promise we'll fish you out. I also don't like modern pop and electronic music. It hurts my ears. It's like applying sanding paper on my ears. The modern tunes just hurt my ears. I also don't like multiplayer games. Chairman loves to relax in his own time, and only with other people if he is in the center of attention. And of course, well, I love attention. I am the most important thing in this room after all. I also don't like Japanese role-playing games. They never excited me. Well, except Yakuza. They kinda strike that I find them relatable. I don't know why. Maybe just men going at each other. Let's move on to another slide, friends. As I wish to address something. Huh? What's that?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, but our equity valuation is declining sharply, and you need to review these figures.
Shut your ass up! I'm doing something here. Can't you see I'm working? Anyway, moving on. My favorite anime are JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Kamuy, Baki, Vagabond, Monogatari, Chainsaw Man, Berserk, Oregairu, Dungeon Meshi, and Bleach. I prefer mostly seinen as a genre. I like to believe my taste is objectively good, and I don't like to waste my time on bad Japanese media. About music, I'm going to talk about the most. My favorite genres of music are doom and gothic metal, which includes bands like Paradise Lost, Draconian, My Dying Bride, black metal bands of Agalok, Mugwa, Behemoth, heavy metal bands like Judas Priest, Enforcer, Manowar, post-metal bands like Alcest, Death Heaven, Solstafir. Among non-metal bands that I like are Being as an Ocean, Depeche Mode, and Refused. Some of them are still within the genres of rock music, but I mostly listen to rock and metal. Well, it's not really a model, but it's a physical representation of me in an image. I have other images to show later, don't you worry. However, the company has to actually rank up in the ratings for us to fund an actual representation of our chairman in the future. I expect full compliance and support from all the employees of Wanzagal Entertainment Industries. Anyone following here is an employee. Don't ask me about wages. We'll discuss this in next year. 1,000 is the big number we strive for. Let's build our corporate in 2026 even further. I expect you guys, all my employees, to work hard towards achieving 1,000. Let's make it at least 1,000, if not 10,000. We will overtake this industry. Let's make this work. About goals and dreams of 2026 and beyond. However, something happened. Yes?
Mr. Chairman, there was a call from Miss Rosalie about an urgent collection uptown. What should we do?
Shush! We'll call her back. I don't have time now. Don't waste it. Moving on. I first want to say about singing. I wish to resume our singing practice and record my own heavy metal vocals once I finish my degree work. My degree work will be done by after May, in which I'll be a full certified CEO. Afterwards, I can resume my singing practices and continue recording my own heavy metal covers like I used to before, well, the hospital bed incident. VTube. We're gonna collect savings and money to commission a fully custom VTuber model. It already has been enough work for our chairman to represent himself accurately in the form of art. Not many artists are willing to draw chairman in his full handsomeness and beauty. Study. After finishing my degree in May, I'll dedicate my time to study languages to play more obscure games like Ryugagotoku Kenzan or others. I think the study will focus on Japanese language. I already contacted a teacher that will teach me the Japanese language, and I will be having online lessons about the Japanese language. Expand. I wish for our company to expand over to YouTube and other social media more. The previous management has been quite lazy with this sort of entertainment industry. For us to expand, we need to upload to YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, not just Twitch and Discord. Hello, Secretary Ariash, yes. I'm always hiring for new secretaries if you wish. Be kind. Always remember to remain kind and continue leading by example that kindness is always a choice. Which I always believe myself personally, that to be a kind person, it is a conscious effort. Just like it's a conscious effort to be a toxic person. You can actually work and stop yourself from saying mean things to people online. And I wish for this place to be quite polite so everyone can feel nice and safe here. It is the only way to reach the 1000 we dream for. Act. I wish to improve on my voice acting skills and have a true voice acting debut in the future. This one is more indefinite. I already help with amateur voice acting in a project called Voice Nights. Totally check it out. We're planning a very big project in the future, and I hope you see you there. Here is my reference sheet. After their broadcast, I will post the reference sheet on my Discord for all the artists to use for their fan art, if they wish to make it. As you can see, here is the design of my suit, close up on my eyes, and my coat. A full design of my sword cane that I try to only use in self-defense. Under the coat, there's my Webley revolver that is barely visible. And here is a design of my glossy gold pocket watch, a memorabilia of my grandfather from the Great War. Even described locking mechanism. Actually, this is the only thing that I really loved about the artist I commissioned. She even designed the entire sword cane mechanism and how it releases. Great effort, Employee Penguin. I hope to expect everyone to do the same. You can expect a raise in the coming month. Oh my. Thank you, Zara. Exceptional behavior. I for sure know that to our company employees, Penguin and Zere will not be swimming in concrete chutes this year. We ought to make at least 10,000 friends. That kind of threw me off. Well, moving on. I wish to say thank you for a few people. To end my presentation, a sweet note. First, I wish to thank you, Nern, for creating the original character design, original character reference sheet, character portrait, and chibi art pieces. She is, in fact, what a VTuber culture would call my mama, I suppose. She designed the whole character and everything. Two Nazgûls. I wish to thank Luna for a new starting soon and Be Right Back animated panels, plus voicing the chairman's secretary. Please check out her socials. She's, as far as I'm concerned, available for commission. And I wish to thank you all to the other most important thing after all, and without slides, two special thanks to Padre Markel for voicing one of the goons. Thank you, Ping! And to Zere for voicing the other goon in our presentation. Now, I wish to move on to the second part of our presentation, the Q&A section, in which we're going to discuss the future of our company through a short Q&A session that I prepared long ago. as I promised you, I'll have to take a shot if I refuse to answer that. I have my glass ready. Also, bottle and glass. I'll pour myself a sip if I did not expect so much income for the company just within this month. Exceptional work. These are Q&A section, starting with this specific question. Mr. Sherman, what is your work style? My work style is quick, efficient, and diabolically swift. If any employees don't comply to rack up those numbers, they take a swim in the river. I've found myself that the violent threats motivate employees more than any Pizza Fridays, Fruit Thursdays, or actual paid leaves. It's the real threat of death that actually convinces them to work harder. Shadow your back? Will not shadow your back, employee, unless you misbehave. Welcome, employees Omni. What made you interested in becoming a male idol, Chairman? Well, thank you for the follow, Johnny. First of all, our company numbers were dropping. I came into this business when this company was in shambles. I took it over. So, we had to decide and choose someone to lead the entertainment. Due to all the other idols being fired due to the budget cuts, well, we had to choose the most handsome, beautiful, and kind employee, and I could tell it was me. And it was pure economical. In fact, it's not me loving being the center of attention, it's just pure economics. You must understand. What are your pet peeves? There's a few of them. Shouting is one of them, because I am the one who knocks. The other pet peeve is, of course, my secretary coming in, not knocking on my door. What the others? The sound of chewing, snoring. But when it comes to behavioral pet peeve, I could say it is very insistent behavior. Like, you must do it, you must do it, you must do it. Just constantly forcing your ideas upon me. I hate this. Will there be Dumpling Fridays? No, there will be no Dumpling Fridays, and you will work on a reduced wage just for asking for that. Describe my work ethic. My work ethic is me being on top, being the company leader. Oh! Payment in cash from employee Marcio. Greatest contribution. I need to hydrate with non-alcoholic drink. My work ethic is me being on top, being compared to a slave driver that is beloved by their slaves. I will crack the whip, and you will rack up those numbers to 1,000 ASAP. Do we have dentals? Yes, only if I cave your teeth in. Then I might consider that, because I'm kind. I don't think you need those teeth when you swim in a river, friend. What is my secret hobby? I quite enjoy watching horse races, I gotta admit. And the moment I saw in 2026 that they actually made those horses, racing horses, into quite beautiful ladies, I was just excited, man. I want to know more. I think that is my most secret hobby. Moving on. What are my strengths? I think my strengths are, well, my looks, my confidence, my ability as a leader, and the fact that, well, I'm a reliable person and, well, everyone in university loves me. That is all objectively true. You cannot deny that, right? What are my weaknesses? I have no weaknesses. I will not reply to that. Cheers. What makes an effective team? A team is made effective if I'm the leader of it. In fact, I would say that our corporate numbers will only rack up as me being the new company chairman. It's making me smoother speaking. I actually have to brag about that while drinking today. It is Talisker 10 years old. It's a single malt scotch that I purchased. I am taking careful sips. It has 50% ABV. If I drink too much of it, and I only have like a tail end of it, it will end badly. If you were a vegetable, which one would you want to be? Undeniably, I think I would make a very good spicy chili pepper, or maybe a bell pepper. The redness says about my baldness, and everything of the sorts. I think bell pepper makes me also look like stout and strong. I'm a beetroot? No. Tell me about the time you failed. That was a single time in the past. Back in 1923, to be exact. I made one misjudgment upon a certain meeting, and this is when I landed with a bullet in my head. The scar was successfully healed, but I was stuck in a coma for a long time. Are you planning on having children? Are you a family man? Well, obviously, I want to be a father one day if I find the right lady for it. And then, of course, I would love to have many, many beautiful children. I think myself of a perfect father figure. After all, I have the money, I have the wealth, and I have the influence. What more that a child could need than money? What was the last person you told I love you to? Did they say yes? I'll have a drink. Cheers. Have you ever apologized for something that was clearly not your fault, just to avoid being alone? I don't think I want to answer that. Cheers. What is the most desperate thing you have ever done to keep a relationship from ending? It's Chairman! Employee Pesta. Secretary, I need a pack of tissues, please. Thank you. Well, I will not answer that. Cheers. Is there someone from your past you still think about? Even though you absolutely should not. I will not want to reply to that either. Why those questions are so sad from this time? Cheers. That's the end of the Q&A section. I cannot bear to answer any more questions from you. Hammered up front. I'll have to move on to another section of our celebration. Invading my personal space. Oh, my mom. It's been amazing, guys. I love you all. This was a secret I was keeping for 6 months at this point. Due to various scheduling of artists, I had to delay stuff and all. Some things were more scout than I planned to. But the attendance has been amazing. I am very, very happy. Thank you for all the subs, friends. I am overjoyed. Bye-bye.